All right, the first thing I'm going to do to this ground right here is put some compost in it. And this is fresh compost. It isn't all done. I'm going to bury it down in here, and it will, over the winter, decompose. And in the meantime, the garlics that I'm going to plant will take up some of the nutrients and stuff. So let's get to working here. I'm digging a trench. And I'm going to dig it down fairly deep. The ground is all wet because it rained the last couple of nights. We've had rain. So I'm digging it pretty deep. I don't know if you can see. Can you see better? Yeah, that's good. Digging it pretty deep so that when I plant the garlics, they won't be directly in the compost, they'll be in dirt. Lose that dirt. Okay. I have then throwing the dirt away again. Okay. And one thing I forgot to bring with me is I'm going to put some purchased compost and some potting soil in this too. Because our dirt is pretty clayey. So I've got a trench dug there, and I'm going to make it wider. You can see how clayey that dirt is. So this will be, it's a similar concept to hugel culture, where people put twigs and stuff down inside. My legs are in the way. But unfortunately I need my legs. So I'll get them figured out here. There's worms down in here, that's a good sign. Okay, I have all the food scraps in there. Some cabbage, lots of onion peels, some corn, empty cobs or whatever. And it's probably good because I found a lot of worms, and so this will be lots of food for the worms to eat. And I moved the camera too fast, so you will get dizzy. I apologize. I need to be a little more aware of what I'm doing. Now I'm going to cover all this up with compost, so hold on. Well, I lied. First I'm going to put back the dirt that I took out. see if I can do this and hold the camera at the same time. Okay, so I need to know if I am, okay, let me turn this, there we go. I am going to, yes, you can see me, I think, so that I have both of my hands. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Putting all the dirt back on here. See, this dirt is, see how clayey it is? Just real clayey. Pulling out a few weeds as I go. I know there was another area of my garden that a couple years ago I buried all kinds of stuff like this, and it has really made a difference. Also back where all of my calendula flowers are, several, I don't think it was last year, I think it was the year before, I buried a lot of food scraps and what have you. Also leaves, although I didn't add any leaves to this one. I'll add the leaves on top of mulch when I get everything done here. Yep, lots of these little boogers. Oh, I was going to show him to you. He knew I was coming after him. He snuck down into the dirt. Worms. I'm kind of breaking up these dirt clods here. Pulling out things that I don't need to keep in there. Okay, that's pretty good now. Compost is going to go on top of it. I'm not going to need to use all of this. This has been sitting around for a while, so it needs to be broken up too. And this is, I don't think you can see, it's Mountain Magic Steer Manure Compost Blend. That's looking pretty good, actually. All right, my legs are in the way as usual. So I don't know if I need more or if I don't. Let's do. Something smells really good. I think it's the compost. Trying to identify what the smell is. I like the smell. Might be something I'm sitting on. I'm sitting on some greens, I think. Some stray bean. I think. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, so let's grab this, and here I've got all-purpose black gold. I think I'll put all of this on here. All right. Okay. So that looks pretty good. Okay, here are my garlic. I'm trying to show it to you. There you go. Last year, I bought garlic from a garlic company, Hood River Garlic, which is, Hood River's maybe 100 miles from us, probably. But this year, I'm using garlic from the garlic that I grew. And I probably am planting more than I need. My husband said, "You've already got a lot of garlic." And I said, "I know. If I end up with too much, I can always give it away." So I'm going to go ahead and plant each of these. You can tell which end is the root end and which end is the end that the plant comes up. I'll plant them down, and that's the length, boom, boom, about twice the depth of what the plant is, which should be easy in this nice soft soil that I just put down in there. Some of these are bigger than others. I know the big ones are supposed to make bigger garlic. Let's hope that's true. There's a couple of these that might be questionable. When that's the case, I'll plant another one right close to it just in case. Let's row one. I've had pretty good luck in years past with my garlic growing, whatever I've planted. Last year was the only year that I've planted garlic that I bought from a store. Okay, row 3, I don't think this first one will produce anything. It's pretty dried out. Let's go get a handful. I'll plant another one right next to it there. And I hope you can hear me over the neighbor's lawnmower. Neighbor's been away on vacation, so first thing he does when he gets home is mows his lawn. My husband just told me that tonight everything's going to get watered, and then tomorrow he's going to blow out the watering system. So any rain that these guys get will be from nature, which should be okay. That's kind of the way it worked last year too. Although I'm planting these in a different location than I did last year. Just because I'm of the opinion that when you garden, you shouldn't plant the same thing in the same spot 2 years in a row. With garlic, I'm not sure that that would make a difference, but okay, so I'll do another row here. So I have 4 rows. This row is right on the edge. Okay, most of what I have left down in my bowl are little garlic seeds. I don't know if you can see that. From a garlic that I let go too long, and it created a seed head on the top. So I've got a couple of other really little garlics here, and I'm going to plant first before I figure out what I'm going to do with the seed heads. All right, the rest of this, I think I'm going to make, I'll make a little trench. Where did I put my, here it is. Right on the upper edge here. And this won't have the compost under it, but that's okay. I don't have any more of the potting soil. I can put some compost there. So I'll make a little trench here. Got grass growing. Grass, 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 my nemesis. Okay. Alright. So I'm just going to kind of sprinkle these. They're going to be close together here. I'll spread them out a little bit, because I don't have a guarantee that these will even come up. But if they do, that's great. We'll sprinkle some compost over the top. Okay, just have a little bit more to do here. So how will I know if these little seeds came up? I will know because if they do, I will have 5 rows of garlic. If they don't, I will have 4 rows of garlic. And these, of course, don't need to be as far down in the ground because they are not as big. They're still down there like double their, what is that? Is that a rock or is that a pea seed? I don't know. Planted a few peas in here last year. I'll plant that in case, if it's a rock, it won't grow, obviously. Okay. There's a very spindly kale plant right here by my foot. Okay, the only thing I have left to do can you see me? There we go. The only thing I have left to do then is to go get a bucket full of mulch and put mulch over the top of all this. And then come spring, I should have a little garlic patch right here with any luck. So I hope you enjoyed this video, along with the neighbor's lawnmower, right? It's loud and I'm sure you can hear it. And I'm hoping that my voice comes across loud enough. I try to remember to talk loud when there are other noises going on. The beans behind me are still making beans. Let me see if I can show. I think my camera turned off, so I'm going to have to go back and look and see what I didn't tell you. Yes, it turned off when I was showing you my beans. I was trying to get the camera to focus in on the beans and tell you that I was going to save those for seed for next year. Hopefully the plant stays okay long enough for those to be okay for that. If not, well, I plan to buy a package of seeds anyway. Those were the Scarlet Runner beans, I believe, and they did really well for me. So I was pleased with them. And so I will grow them again. Those did really well. My tomatoes did fairly well too, but I think those beans did the best of all. Those were my most successful plant this year. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching me plant my garlic. all that's left, I may have said this already, when I have to retape something, it's hard to remember what I've said, but I'll say it again just in case. The only thing I've left to do is go get a bucket full of mulch to put over the top to protect the soil, and the garlics will come up through the mulch just fine. At least that's been my experience. So that's it for today. Planting out my garlic, and I will have fun watching all of your videos about you planting your garlic too. So be sure to like and subscribe. What helps, as I understand, what helps our videos the most is sharing and liking, or thumbs upping, I should say. If you haven't subscribed, do so if you wish, and hit that little notification bell, and theoretically that's supposed to let you know when I post a video. It rained this morning, so the ground was kind of moist, but I have a hot sun beating down on my back right at the moment, so I'm about ready to take my sweatshirt off. I'll go get that mulch and put it on there. You don't need to watch me do that. That's not very exciting. Just going to grab some old, mostly decayed leaves out of my compost pile and throw them on top. Well, actually, I might do mostly pine needles and stuff, because the garlic, my brain's getting ahead of my mouth. The garlic will come up just fine in it. Well, this beautiful October day, I'm glad I got to share with you. So until my next video, and this one's a Shed Wars video, so I am not sure if I will make another Shed. Yes, I'm going to make one more Shed Wars video. It's going to be letting you know the poundage of everything that I harvested. I'm just a very small gardener, so it's not going to be very much. You're going to laugh at me. Some of you get more in one day than I get in a whole summer, especially if you have chickens, which I don't. But at least I will have contributed what I could to my team. So until next time, may the good Lord richly bless you.